Hello friends, and welcome back to Perfectly Imperfect. If you are new, welcome. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Today I'm going to be making a Peter Rabbit carrot patch wreath with this sign that is available down below. I think it's awful cute. I'm going to be using a 14-inch wire wreath frame. I picked this one up at the Dollar Tree. And for the mesh today, this is going to be a 1 roll of mesh wreath. This is cotton drift mesh. I really like it. I got mine from my wholesaler, but you can purchase mesh, doesn't have to be this kind, anywhere, or you could even use Dollar Tree mesh. But this is 10.5 inches wide by 10 yards long, and I'm going to be cutting the pieces today into 18 to 20 inch pieces. I also have some pipe cleaners. You will be putting 18 on the wreath form. I put them on the back of my sign so I can tie my sign down to the wreath when that time comes. Scissors, clip, and a rotary cutter. So let's move on to the frame. Okay, let's move on to the wreath frame. I will show you how I wire the wreath frame. Not necessary that you do it this way. I'm just showing you how I do it in case you need an idea. So I'm going to use, in each section, there will be 3 pipe cleaners. This wreath frame from the Dollar Tree has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. And what I do is I wrap 1 around the 2 inner bars in between the crossbars. Twist it on. This is a crossbar. These are crossbars. So I'm going to put 1 here, going towards the outside 2 rungs. You're going to twist your second pipe cleaner right here. And a third right here. I like to point the ones on the outside out, the ones on the inside in. Every section of the wreath form will have the exact same placement. So this section all the way around, each section, will have 3 pipe cleaners in it. So let me get this wired up, and when I get back, we'll cut the mesh. And my strips are going to be, again, between 18 and 20 inches. And I think for this particular wreath, I am just going to use the scissors. Right there, 19. We are going to cut our mesh into 18 to 20 inch pieces. I have a basket over here that I put them in. Roll it up. By the time you get done cutting your mesh into 18 to 20 inch strips, you will have exactly 18 pieces if you use 1 whole roll of mesh. So let's move on. Okay, you guys, when you get finished putting all the pipe cleaners on your wreath frame, if you do it the way that I did it, you will have 12 pipe cleaners on the outside and 6 in the middle, which of course is a total of 18. So I've got my mesh cut here to 20 inches. I'm going to use it curl side towards the floor so that it's curling down and not up. I'm going to be making woodland ruffles today. This is like the easiest way to make a wreath. And I'm going to scrunch it right up the middle until you have a little butterfly. I like to start on the outside of my wreath frame. pull it together so that it fluffs up. Every time you put one on, you're going to stand this edge up against the other. So again, I'm going to show you the ruffle again. Curl it under. Now I'm just going to take my fingers, walk straight up the middle of it until I get to the other side. And this is called the ruffle method. To the next pipe cleaner, or Chanel stem, whatever you choose to call them. Put this down in here. I just twist it like 2 or 3 times. I will show you guys the ribbon when we get to that. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to continue going around the outside of the wreath. I always curl it under when I start, trying to prevent the edges from standing out. Right up the middle. And put it down into the pipe cleaner. You want your ruffles going sideways. You want your ruffles to go this way and not that way. Okay, you want to take your ruffles, stand them up so they look pretty. And leave your pipe cleaners like this so you're able to find them when we get all the mesh on. I'm going to continue the ruffle method all the way around. I may start on the middle, I'm not quite sure. But for now, I'm just going to continue my ruffles. Okay, friends, I've got the outside of it done. Now I'm going to move into the 6 pipe cleaners on the inside. And again, pull the ruffles up. And make sure your pipe cleaners are visible for your inside ruffles, for the placement of your inside ruffles. This is the last one. And the very last one. Again, standing them up. And here is the completed base for the wreath. Very, very pretty. Very springy. I love this ribbon. I love this mesh. Okay, friends, I pre-made my bows. I've made 3 bows like this. So I think what I'm going to do, I put my bows on first so then I can count how many Chanel stems I have. Because there's no sense in putting ribbon tails in ones that I'm covering up. So I'm going to make a triangle. I'm going to put one on the top, one on the side, and one at the bottom. Now if I find a pipe cleaner where I really want it, I will cut that one off. And you just want to flip this back, scrunch it down. These are the outside ones, so I think I'm going to save these pipe cleaners. Now for the bow. And the way that I get this through here, I take a yarn needle, take both of my pipe cleaners, put it through the hole, bend them. This way I can go straight through the mesh. I know my bow's not going anywhere. I'm going to put it down in here. Of course, all my ribbons and the mesh and everything will be fluffed up. I'm going to get the pipe cleaner out from underneath. I'm not too worried about fluffing the bows right now. I'm just looking for placement. So I come underneath here, and I'm going to go straight for my closest place and twist the pipe cleaner on, not moving anything until I see if I truly like the placement of the bow. And you just twist it around the frame. We're going to move on to the next bow. I'm going to put my bows right here and right here. Put on the ribbon tails and place my sign. Put this down in here. Remember not to do it too tight. You don't want it sinking totally down. You want to line up your bows like this. If you'd like to see how I made these bows, please leave me a comment down in the comment section. And hey, you guys, please like and subscribe to my channel. 80% of my watchers that watch my videos are not subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up. That really helps me out with YouTube. Shows them that my content is worth watching and they share it more. The more thumbs up it gets. Please say something down in the comment section if you would. Tell me what your name and where you're from. My name's Teresa. I don't know if I said that in the beginning. Okay, the bows are attached. I still have to cut my tails and fluff everything up. So now we're going to move on to the ribbon tails. Set the wreath aside. Okay, friends, I don't have anything fancy to measure my ribbon tails. Just a piece of cardboard. So hold on that. You can do this with anything that you have. Just cut it to 12 inches. All of my ribbon tails will be cut to 12 inches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I still have 16 pipe cleaners to get through. So I cut 8 of these. I've never had ribbon tail measurers. And then you just line your ribbon up. Fold it in half. And then when you are on the folded part, cut up to how I'm looking at it. That would be down to you. And you come up with this finished pretty little dovetail. I'm going to finish cutting my ribbons. And I will see you in just a minute. Before we go on to the ribbon tails, I'm going to put my sign on. Figure out, I know I want it, of course, over here on this side. Okay, I think I'm going to place my sign about right here. So I want to cut off any pipe cleaners that would be underneath it. I only see one. Would need to be cut down. There's just no sense in adding ribbon tails if they're going to be covered up. I can always go in and put another piece of ribbon in. So I'm going to place the sign right here. It's sticking to everything. All right. Get my handy dandy needle back out. Again, I'm just going to take my pipe cleaners. I have my pipe cleaners connected on the back to these squares that have adhesive on them. I also use super glue. These are zip tie mounts. I use pipe cleaners in them instead of zip ties for my sign. So, did I get everything cut? Yes. I'm going to put this right here, and I don't want to smash it down. And attach the sign. Okay, I will fluff this up in just a minute. All right, you guys, we have our sign placed now, where it goes. I have the 2.5 inch orange with 1.5 inch checked. It's like an embroidery ribbon. So this is going to be used. I also have the rabbit ribbon, which is this ribbon, along with the polka dotted ribbon. I will leave some links down below to where you can get to these ribbons if you would like to. And last but not least, I have the orange 2.5 with the white 1.5. I'm going to be alternating these all the way through. So I like to start with my ribbons folded in the center. Then put it down on the table. This is how I do it. If you can scrunch it up in your hand, you just do what works for you. This is just the easiest way for me. I'm going to start around the outside and place the ribbon tails in the pipe cleaners that we have left on the wreath. Get a couple on here, and I'll show you what we have. Turn this around. I think I'm going to do the bunny. So again, I fold the bunny ribbon in half, crease it. I like to put mine down on the table, walk my fingers across it, pull it out. There's wire in all the ribbon that I'm using. You don't have to have ribbon like this. You can use Dollar Tree ribbon. Next one that's out is going to be this one. Put it down in here. Let me get all 3 sets in, and I will turn it around and show you what we have. I wanted to stay with the colors that I had in the bow, of course. I may add a few carrots to this. Okay, I'm going to turn it around and show you guys. Here's the ribbon tails that I have on it. And I'm just going to continue going around and putting on the ribbon tails. I like to cut my pipe cleaners off so I don't forget to, cut them down, and so they won't be on my finished wreath. This particular wreath has already sold. Okay, I'm back. What I start with over here, the orange and the green. Again. I like to put it down on the table. Pull it up and out. Make sure I don't skip any. And I'm cutting off the frays as I go. don't want to cut it right where it's twisted at because it might come open and your ribbon will fall out. I still got to trim my bow tails, guys. I think the bows turned out very pretty. They always get me, though. I have to move on to fluffing. The sign, here is what we have so far. Ribbon tails are all around the outside. I have my hot glue gun plugged in, but I don't know if I'm going to add carrots to this or not. Make sure my tails on my bows are the right length. I really don't think I'm going to have to cut them much. I can just curl them up. So everything looks pretty and is standing up. And this one right here, I think I'm going to cut it just a tad bit. There. I like for everything to curl. And if you guys have not liked and subscribed, please do so. It really helps me out on YouTube if you give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm share my video more. So if you know anybody that's interested in this type of content, please share it with them. Or you can just share it to your own page and use it for reference. Yeah, I like the ribbons, I think, just the way they are. Now, I haven't decided if I want to add carrots. Yeah, we got to do something with this. It's blocking the sign. I want to be able to read the sign. Looks super cute. Now let's see if I want to add any carrots. I think what I'll do is just put them just sporadically out. And here they are. They're very tiny, but that's okay. I'm not sure if I want carrots on it or not. Okay, you guys, I've decided to add the carrots, and I'm just going to place them sporadically around the wreath, trying to land on the all solid orange or white ribbon. I can get away from this bow for a minute. And I'm just going to, I'm not exactly sure where my carrots came from, but you can use Dollar Tree carrots. I have these big ones, but I just think they're too big and bulky, so I think that just adds a cute little touch to the ribbons. I think these carrots look super cute. Okay, you guys, this is the completed wreath. Little sign, Peter Rabbit's carrot patch. I put carrots around it. And back to it. So there it is. Hope you guys like it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.